beautiful Librans, welcome to my channel. This is Baba Jolie here with your reading for January 2022. I've already cleansed your space and I've meditated on your cards. For those of you who are returning, welcome back to my channel. Thank you so much for your wonderful likes, shares and subscribes. I'm truly grateful for all your beautiful energy. Just a little reminder that this is a general reading, not a one-to-one reading, just so you're aware. Also, please be mindful scammers are about to pertain to be me and lots of other tarot readers. I do not do personal readings. I do not take your money, e-gifts, donations. I'm not on Facebook, WhatsApp, PayPal, Telegram or Patreon. I will never ask you for your credit card details and I will never ask you for personal details either. So if anyone masquerading as me asks you for anything at all, please report them or ignore them. It is a scam, okay? Let's move straight on with your reading, my beautiful Librans. I'm going to cleanse your space hourly, so please be mindful there's going to be 3 loud sounds, and let us begin. Okay, so January 2022 is nearly upon us. If you're listening to this reading just before the year ticks over, we step into Sun in Capricorn energy. So that's when things start to get spicy. We start to really think pragmatically, start to really look at planning for the future, implementing our intentions, our goals, our dreams, all those sort of New Year's resolutions that we promise ourselves. We start working really hard on trying to keep our attention focused on them. Also, we do have Jupiter, which is really a powerful energy. It steps into Pisces until May 2022, which brings a lot of luck, really good turnaround energy, good karma. But of course, we have Uranus, which is sort of a bit of a rogue planet energy. It is a little bit of, how can I put that, a little bit of a misfit energy, which brings shocking surprises throughout the year. It will pop up occasionally, but because Jupiter is in the mix, some of those surprises will be positive. Now also we have Mercury. It goes retrograde on the 14th of January. What's interesting about 2022 in particular, and I will do a full chart for the year for you, but this is the January one, so I will be doing the full chart in the next couple of days for you. Normally we have 3 retrogrades in Mercury, but this year we've got 4. So expect communication to get a little bit confused or misconstrued in some way. Expect delays as well. That's around about the 14th, just so you're aware. Pluto is also in the mix, which brings the hidden to the surface. So let's see what's happening for you in particular, my beautiful Librans. I'm going to get all of your cards at once before I give you the energy as we move forward. But we've got a lot of balance, harmony, patience, a lot of success coming towards you here, but I feel like you're thinking about something before you take action on it, okay? So I feel like you're entering 2022 at a slower pace than usual, very thoughtful, introspective, almost philosophical energy about you. We've also got 6 of coins there. We've got the Mother of Coins, so financially things are starting to look up for you as well. Let's have a look. We got Father of Flames there. Thank you so much, Spirit Guides, Great Angels. Can you please guide? Now, just in case you're wondering what deck I'm using, the first deck was the ANIMO Tarot deck by Augure, and the cards I'm using right now are the Marguerite Peterson Tarot, okay? So we have Son of Feathers. They want me to go one more, so I will. Thank you so much, Spirit Guides, Great Angels. Can you please guide my beautiful Librans? What do they need to know for their January? What's going on there? We've got the Son of Cups. Okay, interesting. We've got 2 suns, which are pages. So there's a lot of news surrounding your movement forward in life in general, but I feel like you're curious about a new direction. So let us go and see what's going on here. The Hermit card is in your protagonist energy. So you may be sort of taking a temporary time out. As I said, your entry into 2022 is a slower than usual one, but it's actually very deliberate from your energy. This is your intention to go slow, see what is truly sort of meant for you, really find the truth and wisdom within, but it's to build a solid foundation because we've got the 6 of coins there and the 4 of flames. So there's some sort of celebration, really good news coming on in, like a gift from the universe, which is really positive. But the 4 of coins, I feel like you're not rushing in. You're laying down solid foundations to start the year, okay? So the Hermit energy is also about endurance. You have endured quite a lot, my beautiful Librans. 2021, I feel like you're definitely sort of glad to see the back of that particular year, as well as 2020. But I feel there's a more, as I said, philosophical edge to you this year. So I feel like you are preparing yourself for, you know, I almost feel like you're preparing yourself for the worst in some way, but I feel like you're going to be pleasantly surprised that you've already built a solid foundation. The bear is a protective energy, but it's also about strength, as I said, endurance. So I feel like it's almost like you feel perhaps you're going to have to continue the fight or continue this energy from 2021, but I feel like you're releasing it actually, especially towards the end of January. So it may feel like a little bit of a continuation. Because we're in the Hermit energy for you, this could also mean that you're feeling a little bit solitary. You may have been reflective of temporary timeouts. So for example, you may have felt in 2021 you took a lot of time to disconnect from friends, family, or soul tribe members, just to really go inwards, to really think about your path, really sort of equate. They'll give me the word equate. I feel like that means to, you know, equate is to sum up. Yeah, I guess so. You know, I know a lot of words, but that one, for some reason, I'm second guessing it. I just feel like it's to sum up, you know, how far you've come so far and where you want to go next. So, for example, your New Year's plans may be a little bit more on the down low, a little bit more on the quiet side, or you may feel a bit more reflective about what makes you happy. We do have the Four of Flames there, so it does indicate that you may reach out to people and people be reaching out to you. So there is an idea or energy of community as well as occurring here, but there's something here that you feel you have to do alone, or it requires solitary reflection in order to gain enlightenment, okay? This is about, as well, maturity, okay? I feel if you can see that bear is looking up at that sort of lantern, the lantern represents like spirit, your motivation, your drive. You may have felt like it's been caged or in some way restricted over the last couple of months. And I mean, that's aside from what's going on around the world at the moment. A lot of people were feeling restricted in certain areas. We're wondering, will this ever be over? Now, of course, we have a lot more positive planetary alignment this year than we've had in the last couple of years. So, you know, there's definitely a light at the end of the tunnel, but of course, you know, as I said, Uranus is shaking things up a little bit, and Pluto as well brings, you know, sort of power struggles and sort of hidden things to light and all of those things. So I feel like we're going to have an interesting ride collectively this year, but there is a light at the end of the tunnel is what I'm feeling. Now the Hermit energy is almost, as you can see, that bear, whatever it is you've been fighting for or really trying hard to proceed in, I feel like, you know, the outline of the sun is there. So it's almost like you've got a blueprint of what you think will make you happy. You're in the planning stages. You're taking that time out to work out what next. And as you can see, you're stepping right into the sun energy. So I feel like you are finding, you know, what makes you happy. You recognize that happiness, of course, comes from within, but it's externally, the things that, you know, we're trying to achieve, I feel like you are stepping into that energy. It's just, there's been a delay there, but with that Chariot card, it indicates there's going to be movement forward, a much more harmonious and a balanced time. Also, the bear represents being able to thrive even under difficult circumstances. So I feel like you've had a bit of the weight of the world on your shoulders, and that things have been quite heavy on you, my beautiful Librans. But that's all about to change. We got the Six of Pentacles here. Six of Coins, okay? So this is an energy of unexpected resources, being happily surprised by the universe. Six of Pentacles tends to be about generosity. And, you know, in the traditional Rider-Waite tarot there, you have a figure that has like a scales, balancing the scales there. And there's two people kneeling before that figure, and one is receiving a lot of coins. Now, that figure actually represents the universe, spirit, and sort of good karma coming along to offer a gift, an unexpected generosity from Spirit, which will be yours because you are deserving. So the Six of Pentacles also, it's almost like a boomerang effect, because you actually were so generous of your time, your love, your care, putting good thoughts out there. I feel like you are receiving some good karma in exchange, okay? Also, the Six of Pentacles tends to appear when you're coming into balance or grounding yourself. As you can see, those feet and those hands grounding themselves in some sort of plan. I feel like you're rooting yourself. You're thinking logically about something that you want to achieve. And financially, I feel like if you're trying to stabilize yourself, I feel that this is the start of something quite financially beneficial towards you, but you've sacrificed to get there, is what I feel. Okay, so you may be, for example, because the Six of Pentacles is a sign or is an energy sometimes of duality, you may be thinking about a secondary job, or maybe getting to grips with thinking about partnering up with somebody, because we've got a Four of Flames here, which is about you know, a new creative phase, perhaps a collaboration, harmony in relationships and things like that. So there may be someone who actually reaches out and sort of inspires you to do something extra in order to bring more finances in there. Now, this particular reading is not meant to be about love or money or any of those things. It's more about what you put in, you get out. And I feel like you're starting to reap the rewards of what you've put in over the last couple of years there. Six of Coins is also a sign of balance and harmony. So I feel that is very important to your sign, because you are you know, you're often represented by the Justice card, you know, that weighing things up and things being truthful, honest, open, and equal and fair. Okay, so I feel like you're getting something that is more fair, because I felt you've gone. I feel like there's an energy here of you've been struggling and feeling a little bit isolated and just feeling completely exhausted, and maybe even disconnected from your true center or disconnected from people. There may have been a lot of sort of arguments with people that perhaps you would never normally argue with. I feel like the tension has been quite high sometimes. Sometimes you may have even had to like count to 10 over 2021. I feel like that energy is being released. Okay, now we got the Four of Flames. The Four of Flames is celebration. It is also an energy of things starting to work in your favor. You're starting to achieve or acknowledge there is an achievement here. So I feel January, there is something to celebrate, something it's almost like there's news coming on in that makes you feel like magic is working. But actually, I feel like you've done all the work before you got to this place, if that makes sense. I feel also you're aligning yourself with your true desires, and I feel like this is a time of, you know, stepping away from that solitary hermit energy, because the hermit only takes himself out of the everyday and puts himself in that cave in order to take a temporary time out when things become overwhelming. And I feel like you've been in that protective bubble where things have been more overwhelming than usual, probably because of what's going on around the world at the moment, of course. And I feel like if there's people you've cut yourself off from, I feel like January you start to open up a little bit more and reach out to them, and they certainly are reaching out to you as well. I feel people are missing you. That's what I feel. There's a lot of people missing you here in this energy. I'm just going to pull a quick card on that before I move forward. Thank you so much, Spirit Guides, Guardian Angels. The Ace of Cups in the reverse. So there's some sort of well, I feel like it's a disappointment, feeling like let down, but I feel like you're disconnected from your heart center, but you're starting to reconnect. Ground yourself. Nine of Cups. Yeah, there's actually some sort of wish fulfillment here. With the Nine of Cups, it's almost like they're saying, you know, you've had a bit of a tough time. You may have disconnected or felt really on the outsides looking in sometimes, my beautiful Librans. And you always are a sign that tends to follow your heart, lead with beauty, love, and light. But you may have really withdrawn and start to question the process. The Nine of Cups will highlight there is an achievement of desire here. Okay, so I feel whatever it is, whatever plan you're trying to get off the ground, whatever grounding there is, I feel like you may have had some sort of disappointment, or there may have been something that didn't quite go your way. And I feel that's because there's something much greater here, much closer to your desires that is on offer. That Nine of Cups says, you know, a wish is fulfilled. So be careful what you wish for. I feel like you will not be disappointed. Okay, that's what I feel like. There's a successful vibe here with regards to something that perhaps you worked away or battled away doing alone. But I feel there's an energy here. I feel like it's almost like I want to say it's coming home. I don't know what that means. It's coming home. So either you feel like you're going home, or what is it? It's coming home. It's coming home. So either there's some sort of award or something, you're bringing it, perhaps you're someone who stands out in your field. It's coming home means like it's something to celebrate. People, that maybe a town you grew up in or something like that, are going to recognize you for. So I'm really not sure how to decode it's coming home, but I feel like it's a really positive, how can I put that, appreciation of you. Your talent in some way is going to be celebrated by others. Okay, I'll see if they give me any other energy on that. We've got the Sun card. It's in the resistance position. So I feel here there's been a lot of confusion, or there's also been this energy of feeling down or disappointed. And I feel this could be to do with, well, I feel this is about security, okay, or a desire to keep the home safe in some way. I feel there's been something you've been working really hard on, but it's really hard to see the light at the end of the tunnel. But this is the challenge for January for you, which is about hope, because I feel like you're having a real awakening in January where you can see things start to work in your favor. You can see that your determination, your hard work is starting to pay off, but it really needed a grounding energy in some sort of plan. You can't just say, well, I'm going to do this, and then expect it to just happen. I feel like you've had some sort of blueprint that just feels like it's about structure, and then watching it grow. You know, when you think about a flower, it takes a while to come into form. You know, the seed has to be planted, then it has to be watered, the sun has to sort of heat up the soil, germination happens, then the shoot starts to pop through the soil, it starts to grow, starts to blossom. So I feel like there's a real process here that has taken a while to get to a certain position, and I feel like you're then going to start to see an offer coming on in. The Queen of, well, the Mother of Coins is the Queen of Pentacles. So I feel this is, you know, your plans paying off. This is about you being committed to those goals and dreams, and, you know, being resourceful with what you've got, but thinking about the home life, thinking about people that you care about, looking after those people. I also feel there's an energy here, and don't shoot the messenger when I say this. You may have felt a lot of responsibility, and you may have felt like the responsibility was all yours. And Spirit's trying to sort of ask you to shift that kind of energy. Let go a little bit more, because when you hold on too tightly to things, sometimes we don't see that there's something greater that we could sort of let go of this thing to accept something better. So there's something here about holding on too tight, because we got the Four of Coins as well. Four of Coins tends to be about long-term security, but the Four of Pentacles or Four of Coins tends to talk about the miser of the deck. Okay, so it's almost like let go. Don't hold on too tightly to responsibility, or because other people can pull their weight too, my beautiful Librans. When you have a Four of Pentacles, this is about you taking ownership of the natural order of things and recognizing that actually you have a solid foundation. Okay, there is security, so you can feel secure. Your home life is secure. Also, I feel like you're building financially, you're building your money, you're being resourceful, maybe even thinking about doing DIY on your home in order to create a happier environment, brighter. I just feel like there's a real desire here to implement brighter colors into your color scheme, even if you're normally a person who kind of likes darker shades, more earthy shades. I feel like you're going to really surprise yourself and go, you know what, I just want to paint this thing yellow. And everyone's like, what, Libra? No, you don't like yellow or whatever. You're like, yeah, well, I've changed. I want it yellow. I just feel like you're trying to lighten the energy around you at this during January. Also, I feel there is a really strong rebirth because they're really highlighting the snake there. So I feel like you're shedding old ways of doing things, old patterns, in order to embrace new. And 2 4s together is really powerful structure where it's celebration, security, building solid foundations, but it's rooted in a plan, okay? And the universe is about to drop by with some really good news for you as well. Now, we've also got this Chariot card and the Temperance. So there's a real desire between wanting to sort of achieve and be successful and move towards your goals and dreams, overcome any challenges and be determined to succeed using that willpower, but also you got the Temperance card, which is like slow down. So you may feel a little bit of a push and pull as you move through the end of January. I feel like that comes from Mercury going in retrograde from the 14th, because there's a real sort of juxtaposition. Everything seems to be going well in alignment, then all of a sudden Mercury retrogrades and it's like a plot twist. So just look out for that energy where you feel like the desire to move forward, then all of a sudden you feel like, oh, maybe I shouldn't just sort of rush in. I feel like it's about pacing. I feel like there's a slow build to your January. Some people, some signs have got this really fast kind of energy, but Libra, I feel like you're sensually kind of feeling your way through January and coming up trumps in some way. The Temperance card is also about you patiently turning something into something better or something more in alignment with who you are. So I feel there's a real magic or alchemy about you, how you're it's almost like you're mixing things up a little bit, but the Chariot card says whatever it is that you are trying to do, whether it is look further afield, you've got a new focus, you're investigating, because we've got that page, the Son of Feathers there, which is a page of swords. So I feel like you're curious about a new direction, or you've got some new ideas that you really want to explore, but you're not going to just jump all in. You're just going to really ruminate on them and really think before you act, okay? The Chariot card says you will be successful. This is victory, this is conquest, but it requires motivation. And that temporary time out at the beginning of the year says you're building up your power to take action on something. The Hermit energy is like, cutting yourself off from a lot of distractions, as it were, worldly distractions. And the Sun is about powering up. And then we've got the Chariot, which is to take action, but don't go too quickly. You want to patiently move in the right direction and you will be successful. So even though it may feel like a bit of a slower vibe than usual, I feel like it allows you to examine your priorities, make sure you're making the right moves so that you don't make any mistakes or you don't, miss anything, as it were. Now we got the Father of Flames. So right at the end of January, I feel like there is a bold energy about you where you are spiritually aligned, but also sort of inspired to take a leadership role or take more of a control over your world. This is about creativity as well. You're going to feel a real spurt of energy where you're feeling like you want to create everything. You've got the courage, you've got the power, and I feel like you're really stepping into your own. So it's almost like you've got that blueprint. Slowly, you're making sure you've got that strategy and you're moving towards using your inspiration, your drive, your motivation, not only to create finances that you truly deserve, and maybe even I feel like you're building a home life that is happy, bright, peaceful. So I feel like you're investing that money and that energy and that time into your home life, but there's something creative here. So you may be feeling, I almost want to say you're stepping into the limelight, or you're being recognized and appreciated for what you bring to the table. And you bring a lot to Libra, even though you're an air element and this is a fire element. I feel like this is about your passion, okay? I feel like people cannot but recognize all the energy that you put into things. The Father of Flames also is a magnetic energy. So I feel like people are going to be drawn to you. You're able to inspire people, and it's almost like you raise each other up. There's a real sense of community here as we move towards the end of January. But I feel like you're being bold, having the courage to take action on something, because the Father of Flames is to take action, and so is the Chariot card, okay? So whatever it is you're trying to turn around or mix up in your world where you're doing something different than usual, I feel like it's going to be very successful. This is like you taking charge, taking control. This is about power and energy and drive. Now, we've also got, clarifying that, we've got the Son of Feathers and the Son of Cups. So it's almost like when you think about something, the Son of Feathers is about the mind. The Feathers is, swords, which is about the mind. It's about communication. Whenever you think about something, it tends to kind of like show up in your world, especially at the end of January. Okay, so pages bring news. So I do feel like you're going to hear some really good news, especially, right at the beginning, you're going to hear something that makes you quite excited. I feel like it's some sort of offer that comes on in and makes you celebrate. But right at the end, it's not quite over. There's more good news coming in towards the end of the month. So if you're someone who is, for example, looking for a job and you do not have a job currently, and you're feeling like, you're all alone there in that pool looking for work, for example, I feel like you discover something that will bring a lot more money on in, that helps with the home, that allows you to be secure. It may be in a different direction. It may be cause for greater investigation, but I feel like you've only scratched the surface on this. This is something that's really interesting, that really stretches your mind, and I feel like a new idea. It's almost like all of a sudden you're they're just showing me the brain right now, the synapses of the brain really lighting up. So I feel like this is you being energized with lots of ideas and, investigating different ways of doing something that keeps your attention and prevents you from being bored. Also, they're just highlighting writing. I feel like it's something important that you write at the end of the month, or I feel like it's you who writes this. I want to clarify that energy. Thank you so much, Spirit Guides, Guardian Angels. Can you please guide? The Emperor in reverse. Now, this is something that you may have written when you were a little bit younger. Okay? And something that maybe you felt like you were not ready to show people. This could be something that, younger could have been like last year, right? Oh, wow. We got the Emperor and the Empress here. Okay. I feel like you finally find the confidence to display your talent, whatever this is. It's something, I feel like it's something you've written. It could be a piece of music. It could be a document. It could be a novel. It could be a play. I feel like you felt like you were not ready to do something. But I feel with that Father of Flames, all of a sudden you find the courage and you're like, I'm doing it. And I feel the Empress gives, it's almost like, because the Empress talks about seeds that are already sown. So this is something you've already done. And I feel like you've been sitting on this for a while. Now you may make some tweaks to it. You may in some way edit it and enhance it. But I feel like you are getting it out to the public in some way. Okay, so that's not going to resonate for everyone, of course, but I feel like it is something that you've created that you've been holding back on. I feel like you're going to let it out, as it were. Now, also, if you're looking for love, they're giving me an energy of two people who are very opposite in their energy. Opposites kind of attract. Someone who's very grounded. The other one's really passionate and fiery. I feel there is a potential for you and this person to communicate, but the Emperor and the Empress, I feel like this person is in some way checking you out, okay, but they're in some way they're not ready to commit, but they're talking to you, okay. So I just want to clarify that energy, okay. I feel like they really want you to be aware, have a healthy boundary with this person. Can you please clarify the Emperor and the Empress? The Death card. So that is a change, a transition in this relationship. It could also be an ending in this relationship if you are deciding to put your needs first. There's like this, I feel like you're weighing up whether you should end this or whether you're willing to let this relationship transform into something better. Two of Pentacles, you're undecided. Okay, as you can see, there's like a gesture there on that as well. I feel like you've sometimes felt like you've been juggled in this relationship in some way. Now, this doesn't have to be a relationship. This could be a boss type energy where you feel like someone pushes and pulls your energy, doesn't act in their highest good. Someone who's quite immature, maybe has power plays. I feel like you're going to lead with integrity, and I feel like you're going to put an end to that person's sort of High Priestess. Yeah, even though you and this person have got a bit of a deeper understanding of each other, Eight of Pentacles. Yeah, I see you more focusing on your work than this particular connection, because I feel like it's distracting you and makes you feel highs and lows. Now, again, it doesn't have to be an ex-lover, or, I mean, Venus is in retrograde until the 29th of January. So that is when people from the past return. It doesn't always have to be lovers. It can be family members that we've lost touch with. It can be friends that we lost touch with, or it can be people we've fallen out with who sort of reach out with a lifeline of an apology. There's definitely an energy here of you being cautious that something needs to change with that relationship, because I feel like you're ending it and focusing on yourself. The Eight of Pentacles tends to be about focusing on our own needs and really sort of bossing up when it comes to our work. So you may be like mastering what you do, you know, putting yourself on courses online, really wondering how to gain extra skills or learn a new craft in order to earn like a sideline money. That's why I feel this duality energy there. There's definitely an offer coming on in. The Son of Cups is the Page of Cups. So this is, you know, if you are looking for love, this could be new love coming on in towards you. But I feel like you're curious about this person. It's someone who's very, very... I feel like this is a sort of person who wants to take it a bit quicker than what you want, okay? So just be mindful of that. But the Son of Cups tends to be about reviving your spirit, feeling that sort of, that life again, that enthusiasm, that motivation, whereas that may have been lacking. So I feel like you're taking a cautious step into 2022 where you're kind of like, what next? Okay. But I definitely feel with the Son of Cups, there is some sort of news that comes on in that allows you or offers you an opportunity to do something that really connects to your heart. This is investment in a goal or dream. I feel like you get an offer that is based on that. Okay. I feel also pages tend to be quite curious, quite studious. So I do feel like you are investigating a way to perhaps earn money doing something that you love that is in more of a solitary energy. So perhaps you're thinking about becoming an entrepreneur. Maybe you felt like you were not ready, but I feel like you're getting getting all your ducks in a row, as it were, to be able to align yourself with that. The King of Wands tends to be someone in power or leadership or is an entrepreneur. So I feel that energy about you as well. It's almost like you're getting yourself stable, in balance. You may have thought about doing this for some time, and I feel like now is the time to take a leap of faith in that direction. It'll be very, very successful and will bring a lot of happiness. Get ready, you know, I feel, just get ready. We got the Empress in the reverse there. Thank you so much, Spirit Guides, Guardian Angels, and the Lovers. Okay, so we got the Empress in reverse, which, you know, Libra, that is your energy. Libra Taurus card, Empress in reverse. So there's an energy here of you feeling, how can I feel? It's almost like you've disconnected from looking for love, or you've disconnected from, can you show me what they've disconnected from? Because the next card is the Lovers. I feel like all of a sudden there's going to be like either a partnership in some way that's either connected to a business or to, you know, towards love, because the Lovers doesn't always have to be Two of Wands. It's about planning, looking to the future. It's almost like you didn't plan for this. The High Priestess. Whoa, I gotta go get those cards. I'll be back. One moment, please. It's almost like you meet a match or something out of the blue. And you may have a choice as well, because we've got that, the Lover's card is the choice card. It doesn't always have to be about love. We got the High Priestess, and we got the Nine of Pentacles being self-sufficient. We got the Queen of Swords, and we got the King of Pentacles. So I feel like there's someone here that is coming on in to make an offer, and I feel like you, either due to past situations, I feel like you either don't trust the offer, or you don't, you feel, I don't know, it's defensive energy. The Nine of Pentacles is like being self-sufficient, financial gain, money coming on in. And the Queen of Swords is like, again, strategy, it's planning. So I keep getting this energy of you having a blueprint or planning for something. It's almost like you're planning to be a boss, or you're planning to step into a leadership role. You're not wanting to focus on love, and then all of a sudden it comes around. If you're already in a relationship, I feel like you haven't planned for the next step, which they may pop the question, or they may, because the Queen of Swords is like the vision of the future. This is actually your card, Libra. This is about, you know, being self-sufficient, seeing the plan ahead, having an idea or clarity of your purpose, clear communication. And the King of Pentacles, I feel like, is the offer that's coming on in towards you. So this is something that I feel like there's a lot of money coming towards you, but it's almost like you've got a solid foundation financially right now, which is, they're just giving this energy of you have more than most at this moment in time. And then the Queen of Swords is like, but you're planning to up the money, or you're planning to financially raise the game. And then an offer comes on in, and it's like jackpot. It's like you hit the Midas touch. This is about exploring doubling money or manifestation. It just works out the way that you'd hoped for. But there's this energy here that it's almost like a plot twist. The Lovers, it could be a partnership between you and another person. Or all of a sudden you meet love, because I feel like destiny is involved in this. I'm going to pull a quick card on that Lover's card by itself. I'll always tell you when I feel the energy is just so different with that Lover's card. It's almost like it doesn't fit there. Even though you may be looking for love, or you may be wanting to connect to your partner on a deeper level, I feel like if you're with somebody, I feel like you will have a bit more of a playful spirit with this person. And I feel you'll reconnect to each other in a depth that brings a lot of happiness. Okay, thank you so much, Spirit Guides, Guardian Angels. Yeah, I mean, it's like you don't see it. The Eight of Swords is like something you do not see. Or, you know, the Eight of Swords is typically about self-imposed restrictions, okay? But it can also be about releasing yourself from something and gaining clarity, or seeing something clearly that you cannot see. And I just feel there's something here that you cannot see, which is regards to love. So either you cannot see, because we're in this, you're in the Hermit energy there. Maybe you cannot see that you will find love, and you're focusing on your finances, but it comes out of nowhere. It's like a plot twist. Thank you so much, Spirit Guides, Great Angels. Yeah, an offer comes on in. It's just like out of nowhere. And it brings hope again, faith. The thing that you've been worrying about, the Nine of Swords shows up, which is there was nothing to worry about. Everything happens in divine order. So whatever it was, I mean, it's even getting really hot here to the point where I'm having to remove this, which is unusual because it's quite cold here today. But it is the heat coming off, radiating, I feel like that's you hitting that that sun energy. I don't even if you can see, my skin's going completely pink. It's really, really hot. The reading, I pick up on energy and it's just going super hot. So definitely Ace of Pentacles, there's an offer coming on in here that is, it leaves you with a realization that there was nothing to worry about, okay? But you just don't see it coming. So it really is a plot twist kind of energy. Now, again, it doesn't have to be about love. It can be about partnership or partnering up with the right people to get the desired offer financially, or even just friendship. It's something that you've been trying to achieve. It's like a wish come true, okay? And you just don't see it coming. So in January, especially at the end, there's something that just really works out in your favor that you're going to be like, whew, I never thought that would ever happen, okay? Now, I'm just going to clarify this Father of Flames before I move on. Thank you so much, Spirit Guides, Great Angels. Can you please guide? How would you like to receive? Thank you so much. The Magician in... Again, I just feel like this is something, the world. It's almost like abundance comes from nowhere. This is something that maybe you're not even... I feel like it's like you don't even feel like it could ever happen. It's unimaginable. In a really, like, the High Priestess keeps showing up. Okay, we've got the Magician in the reverse, which is about scattered energy. It's about, you may feel like you've been wasting your time in a certain area, or wasting your resources. You're capable of much more, but you may have been feeling like you've been procrastinating or unable to move forward. And again, the Magician, they keep giving me this energy, and now they're actually showing me like a map. And it's almost like this is something that maybe you didn't plan for, but actually the universe steps in and brings you something that intuitively was right for you. The World card is about success. It is about a new cycle. It is about abundance, completion. So I feel like you're going to be in the right place at the right time, and just out of nowhere, there is something that's really positive to show you that you're leveling up in the world in some way, okay? And the High Priestess is that intuitive, like deep, deep down, I feel like you recognize that this is not logical, that this is fate intervening in some way to bring you what you want and what you need. It's almost like a mystery. I just get this energy of mystery. I can't explain it. Now, it's not often that I cannot explain an energy. Let me see if they can give me a different energy in this deck. Can you show me? This is something, the Seven of Wands in the reverse, this is something that you thought you'd given up on, or you had a lack of confidence in it. You thought about quitting it. And fate steps in. I mean, different deck, same energy. Wheel of Fortune, fate steps in, puts you in the right place, the right time. It's a lucky break. So I feel really good karma is coming your way. It's going to take you quite by surprise, okay? Your luck is changing, and it's almost like, if I could give you an example, it's almost like, I feel like I said this in another reading many years ago. Something happened to me, so I do apologize if it was in your reading in the last couple of weeks when I said it. Many years ago, I was very down on my luck. I lost everything all at once, okay? There was one particular day I had no cash for food, no money whatsoever, and I was like, oh, okay, this is going to be interesting. And you know, I just walked a couple of steps forward, and all of a sudden there was like they're just showing me an image. I'll tell you the story in a minute. They're showing me this image. What is that? For those of you who don't know, I scry at the same time as doing your reading. So I'm just trying to... Now that, to me, this looks like a donut. Okay, they're showing me a donut. So if you're eating a donut as you're listening to this reading, there's something in this message for you. It's not going to resonate for everyone, of course. If it does not resonate for you, doesn't mean it's not your reading. Just means that person, they want to bring their attention back to the reading in some way. I mean, if I was eating a donut, I would not be listening to this reading either. I gotta be honest. I'd be focusing on the donut. But anyway, moving on. Yeah, so then I found like $5 on the floor and was like able to eat that day. So it's almost like you think, oh, I'm not gonna be able to do this. Okay. I prepare myself. Okay, I'm focusing. It's fine. I'll just get over this. My luck will change, I'm sure. And then literally you take a couple of steps forward and then you get the call of your dreams, or you find something that you've been looking for. It's like out of the blue, just when you're thinking, resigning yourself that you're never going to get it, you get it. Okay, so that's what I feel with this. Definitely an offer coming on in. Stability, celebration. I just feel there's a positive energy, positive shift forward. Go slowly is the energy that I'm getting. Everything will become very clear to you, that you're going to be in the right place at the right time, and that, yeah, I just feel like you're entering a new cycle. But I feel, Libra, you enter the new cycle a little bit later than like the new year. I feel like it's towards the end of January for you. Okay, now just let us clarify one more card with another deck. We've got gift. I mean, they're doing it again. Look, gift. The Six of Pentacles is a gift from the universe, so they're indicating that you are being given a gift. When you reduce it, 2 + 4 is 6. Okay, so affection, offer, tangible, giving and receiving. So because you've been so generous with your time, your energy, you're being given a gift from the universe. Now, whether that gift, you've been looking for love, affection, an offer, they're definitely indicating there's an offer coming on in. It's tangible. It's something that you can have in the now. You can see it, you can feel it, you can taste it, you can touch it. It's real. It's not just like saying, oh yeah, this is coming on in, and it never comes in. This is something that you'll be able to hold in your hand in January. And we've got Rose. Protection. That Queen of Pentacles is in that position. She is protecting her family, protecting her home life. So it says love and romance. Your bond deepens as you surrender to the purity within your heart. So this is not just about love with another person, but it can be, because you got that that Lover's card. This is about you blossoming, being on the right path, number 11, the right place, the right moment, divine timing. But also this is about, you know, your pure heart receiving what you truly deserve, as in someone else with a pure heart, or, you know, an offer because you worked really hard. I feel like this is something that it's really going to be quite exciting. Let's put it that way. Really beautiful as well. Now I'm going to get a final power, sort of personal power oracle deck there for you. Thank you so much for it, guys. Okay. We have 2 cards. One is I embrace change. And there's definitely some change happening here with that Chariot card. It's number 20. When you reduce it, that is the Magician. Sorry, that is the High Priestess energy, which is about mystery. It is about wisdom, just something that intuitively you're being guided to, and enlightenment is going to be embodied here by you. As you can see on this person's back there, it's almost like a hive. So I feel like something you've worked for, maybe it's been back-breaking. I feel like you're creating something with structure, with purpose, that's going to be very rewarding. And we've also got, I have a higher purpose. So you may feel that this is a higher calling. You're called to investigate something other than what you do, like a secondary stream of income. Now, you may not see it as a secondary stream of income. You may see it as a higher purpose. Like, for example, you may want to sort of like, I don't know, set up your own YouTube channel where you give really good advice to people, or you provide a lifeline for people and help people in some way. You may have a certain calling. It's going to be different for everyone, but you may be called to follow that. And it's number 23. When you reduce it, 2 + 3 is 5. The Hierophant energy, which is about learning, you know, putting yourself on courses in order to learn how to up your skills or invest in yourself, commit to your goals and dreams on a deeper level and achieve. So very powerful energy. Watch out for that mystery kind of twist. I'd love to hear what that is. So if you could mention in the comments box below when it happens to you, that'd be awesome. I do go through all of the messages. There's thousands of messages. I may be a little bit slow in doing it, but I definitely get round to as many as I possibly humanly can. We've also got the butterfly there and the death symbol. So this is about change. This is about endings, bringing a new beginning. This is stepping into a new cycle, but it's growth. Okay. Also, the skull and crossbones is about releasing anything that is negative, but it's about transition. Okay. Where would you like this? Okay, they want it on the Hermit energy. So I feel that is kind of symbolizing that this isolation feeling is ending and that you're going to be reaching out to others. You're going to feel a bit more motivated to reconnect with people and connect to energy. Also, something that you've been doing alone is going to transform your life, is what I feel, in a really positive way. The butterfly represents, you know, after a period of stagnation, the butterfly tends to be in that chrysalis, that you will be emerging. They actually give me the word, they spell out a word here in the water for you, which is triumphant. Triumphant. So you will emerge triumphant in some way. And they want that on the sun card. Okay. So there's definitely a blossoming happening here that's really positive. But I feel like you've got a little bit of worry about stability and you're cautiously entering 2022. But as I said, things start to really pick up in a more positive way for you towards the end of January 2022. Okay, so I'll leave it there. I hope something resonates in this reading for you. If it does, please like and subscribe to my channel. Completely free for you. All you have to do is press a little bell that lets you know when I update my next message. It lets me know that you resonate with the reading, which is very important for me. Also, if you'd like to be in the chance to win a free personal reading, all you have to do is listen to this particular song, which is oh gosh, I forgot the song. The song is Your Love Lifts Me Higher and Higher. And really feel the song, okay? I really want you to feel that song and visualize something that you truly want to manifest. So they're giving me an image as I am talking about this. So yeah, think about one thing that you really want to manifest as you listen to that song and really feel it. Live it in your mind like you've got it, like you're living that right now. And then put in the comments box below, Love Lifts Me Higher and Higher, and I'll announce the winner's name on the 31st of December 2021. Okay, so just so you're aware. If you're listening to this whole video after that date, then that means there's another competition running on another video somewhere else. So this particular one will have been over by then. Okay, so I'll leave it there. I'm trying to get this image. Could you show me the image again, please? Now it looks like someone is fixing wheels on something. There's these little round components and they're fixing some sort of, I mean, it looks like it's for movement in something. Like if I was to guess what this is, it's almost like you're putting doing some sort of DIY, putting some sort of like cabinet or something together with wheels on the bottom. Okay, it's almost like screwing in the wheels, you know? They're little small ones that you could probably wheel a little table around or a little cabinet. So I feel like someone is doing some sort of construction like that right now. And if that's you, there's something in this message for you. Again, if it doesn't connect to you, it may be that you're becoming more mobile or you're fixing something up to become a little bit more mobile in terms of success, maybe even. Or after a period of stagnation, you're preparing to move in some way. But if it doesn't resonate for you at all, it doesn't mean it's not your reading, as I said there. Okay, so I'll leave that there, my beautiful Librans. Hope something resonates. Thank you so much, and love and light.